We are at the Bharat Mobility Show 2025 and it's quite electrifying here. And two vehicles that are supercharging the environment is Mahindra's BE6 and XEV 9e. To talk about those vehicles, we have with us Mr. Rajesh Jejurikar, ED and CEO of Automotive and Farm Equipment Sector at Mahindra & Mahindra. Thank you very much for talking to us, Rajesh.
Hi, Ketan. Thanks for being with us.
Now, a lot of buzz around both these models. What has been the initial response now that you've announced the Pack 1 pricing as well as Pack 3 pricing?
So Ketan, we are all overwhelmed with the response, if I may say so. And today is supposed to be the media day, and you can see the number of people, including kids, around vehicles as you look around us in this pavilion. We've even before that started test drives a few days back in the top 6 metro cities to begin with, and we're getting a really very good response. All the digital content that went out after 26, 27 November, cumulative viewership of the content we put out has been as high as 1.4 billion.
Wow, that's big.
So it's really generated a sense of pride, I guess, amongst Indians, and we all feel really proud as an Indian auto company to create a product which we think is world beating.
Right. Help us understand the initial feel. Where is the excitement coming from? It's still a lot of barriers with regards to EV adoption. What are the initial feedback that you're getting from the market? Are those challenges addressed, and how can Mahindra overcome or circumvent some of these challenges that the market face today?
The paradigm with which we got into this launch was that customers will want to wait and watch a little, and it's going to be a different decision-making process. The initial feedback that we are getting is, some of the things that we've done have helped overcome these barriers. Let me just call out three of them.
Sure.
One is the fact that real-world range that customers can expect based on a lot of driving we've done in 26 cities is 500 plus kilometers. Now, for most Indians, that is that means they don't have to charge this vehicle more than once a week. Very often it may be just 2 or 3 times a month.
Wow.
Now that kind of is a very big removal of barrier. The other important thing, or the question customers had, was around battery and battery life. And the fact that we've given a lifetime battery warranty also overcomes this barrier. The third thing that we've spoken about is the fast charging.
Right.
So 20% to 80% in 19 minutes is going to overcome a lot of barriers. So we believe that products which are very stylish, tech-driven, high level of software capability, with some of the 3 barriers that I spoke about being overcome again using technology, is what is making this move real.
What about the infrastructure? You feel the infrastructure challenge is still there, and from Mahindra and Mahindra side, I believe you are partnering various people as well to address the infrastructure challenge.
Yeah, so I really believe in the first wave, people will rely a lot on home charging or office charging.
Okay.
And the high range enables that to happen. While that is happening, I think the next phase of prioritization should be high traffic intercity routes.
Right.
So example, Delhi Chandigarh, Delhi Jaipur, Mumbai Pune, Bangalore Mangalore, or Bangalore Mysore is maybe a little quicker. So creating a few really high quality fast charging hubs on these routes will build a lot of confidence for people to start using these vehicles outside city.
Right.
So I think in the first wave, while that is happening, people who are multi-car owners will get in, so that they have the option to use an ICE vehicle for long distance.
Right.
But 500 kilometers is a very good range, and it will enable people to do many of the routes that I spoke about comfortably.
Right. Any specific reason you announced the Pack 1 pricing, and then but the booking is going to be for Pack 3? What's the rationale? The initial feedback gave you that initial feel to kind of start with Pack 3. What's the rationale?
Yeah, so as we started getting feedback after our launch on 26, 27, the 2 things that came to our mind out of all the feedback. One is customers are really loving the tech features that we were offering, and they see huge value in it. The second is the confidence that the range was building out of the 79 kilowatt hour battery pack. So based on these two, we kind of got back and thought about saying, how do we create access for many more consumers to actually experience all this.
Right.
And if we create a package and we ended up calling it 3 for me.
Right. 3 for me.
Yeah. So that means pack 3 for me.
Right.
And Mahindra Finance, our group companies, helped us create a really nice
Right.
offer, which allows customers to pay the same EMI
Right.
for the pack 3 as
Right.
they would for pack 1.
Right.
With a ballooning payment or multiple other
Right.
flexible finance options at the end.
Right. Right.
So it's that idea coming out of the feedback that let's create access to top features
Right.
in a larger set of
It also
customers.
raises the aspiration level around the brand.
Yeah, but makes it accessible.
Makes it accessible. Right.
So 39,000 odd, and for the
Right.
B6 and 45,000 odd can be your monthly EMI, which really creates a very high level of access.
Right. What about pack 1, pack 2? When do we see that?
We will announce the schedule for that by end March, and we've kind of said we will hold on to the price we announced for pack 1 whenever we introduce that.
Right. Just two more things, Rajesh, before I let you go. What's the go-to-market strategy? Like you said, the reception online has been from across the country.
Yeah.
How many markets would you reach out to? What about the go-to-market strategy? Do smaller towns also get to see these vehicles?
Yeah. So based on the feedback, again, going back to what we heard out of from multiple dealers in different towns as we revealed the products, is there is a huge traction in tier 2, tier 3 towns as well. So while we are staggering and phasing the test drives where we started from 14 Jan, we open something next week and we open something in early Feb. We're going to open bookings in almost all towns in the country starting 14th Feb. So it really becomes a pan-India launch.
Right, and preparedness is there, and you expect volume. So clearly, do you think this is 2025 is like the mainstreaming of EVs to the Indian market?
I think that's the start of it. And every category needs an inflection point, and hopefully 2025 will be the one where this category penetration begins to take off.
Right. Fantastic, Rajesh. Thank you very much for
Lovely
talking to
talking
Autocar.
to you, Ketan.
Thank you.
Thank
Rajesh.
you.
Thank you.